WWE faces backlash over a garbage bag. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is just pro wrestling news for Friday, April 23rd, 2021. And this update is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us.
WWE.
A well-known name on WWE's management team, Senior Director of Talent Relations Mark Carrano, has been fired, according to multiple reports Thursday night. Fightful reports that Carrano's firing is directly tied to a social media post by Mickie James, who revealed a package of her belongings shipped by WWE was packed in a garbage bag. James was among the wrestlers released by WWE earlier this week. John Laurinaitis, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon tweeted Thursday that a WWE employee had been fired over that incident. There were also reports of a broader shakeup of personnel in the talent relations department even before Carrano's firing was reported. Other front office news from WWE on Thursday, the company reported its revenues for the first quarter of 2021, $263.5 million, down 9% compared to the first quarter of last year. During a conference call with investors on Thursday, we learned WWE plans to remain in the ThunderDome through at least June. The company does not expect to return to live touring until the second half of the year. WWE also announced a deal with Crunchyroll to develop a new anime series. Let's get back into the ring. As of Thursday night, we have basically nothing announced for tonight's SmackDown, so let's check out NXT UK. That show apparently not big enough for Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan. On yesterday's show, the former tag team partners signed on for a no disqualification, loser leaves NXT UK match. A date for that match has yet to be announced. Also on yesterday's show, Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven beat Noam Dar and Shaw Samuels in the main event. Joe Coffey pinned Eddie Dennis, as the rest of Gallus brawled with Dennis's pals Primate and T-Bone. Ginny beat Danny Luna, and Ginny and Joseph Connors wanted to continue the beating after the bell, but Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster ran out to save Luna. Also, Sam Gradwell beat Dave Mastiff.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Tonight's New Japan Strong has the final in the U.S. version of the New Japan Cup tournament. It's Brody King versus Filthy Tom Lawler. The winner will also be the first holder of the new Strong Openweight Championship. Also tonight, the New Japan debut of Wheeler Yuta. He's taking on Rocky Romero. Japan's Prime Minister is poised to declare a new state of emergency in Tokyo and the western prefectures of Osaka, Kyoto, and Hyogo. This is in response to a spike in COVID-19 cases. Part of that order would reportedly include banning spectators from large sporting events. This would begin on Sunday and run through May 11th. It would not impact any shows on New Japan's Wrestling Dontaku Tour, but New Japan does have shows at Tokyo's Korakuen Hall coming up on May 8th, 10th, and 11th. As for Pro Wrestling Noah, it has a big show coming up next Thursday, but that is being held outside of the affected areas.
AEW.
Top Flight's Darius Martin tweeted that he underwent ACL surgery on Thursday. He's been out of action since February.
Impact Wrestling.
A warning for Impact champ Rich Swann before the big title versus title match against AEW champ Kenny Omega at Sunday's Rebellion pay-per-view. On last night's Impact, Swann tried to call out Omega. He had to settle for a video message from Omega and Don Callis, but that's not where things ended. Moose made an unexpected appearance in the Impact Zone. He wished Swann good luck, but then added this ultimatum.
You better not lose those titles to Kenny Omega, or you will be paying the ultimate consequences to me.
That clip from last night's Impact. Jordan Grace's mystery partner for Rebellion was revealed last night. It'll be Rachel Ellering teaming with Grace to challenge Fire and Flava for the Knockouts tag titles. Eric Young rolled up Eddie Edwards to get the pin in last night's main event. Young wrestled that match with a torn ACL. Also last night, the Good Brothers beat Decay, and Shera beat Jake Something.
Ring of Honor.
This weekend's Ring of Honor TV will give us our first good look at Brody King's new faction there, Violence Unlimited. It'll be King, Homicide, and Chris Dickinson versus the ROH World Champion Roosh, Kenny King, and Bestia Del Ring. Also on the show, Eli Isom versus Dak Draper. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Friday, April 23rd. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.